show you something. And we're going to record this apparently. And so
Sorry.
it'd be great. Hopefully I did the back of my hair okay. I know some of the Zoom the other day. I was like, yeah, there we go. And yeah, Richard, you've already got questions. I love it. Okay, nothing to separate you two boys. You're gonna be too disruptive. Anyways, I'm gonna show you a ton of stuff today. Some of it you may know, some of you may not know, but this is the time to raise your hand. Okay. No question is stupid. If you feel like you're lost, this is the class for you. Okay, stop and ask questions. Cool. So what is Canva? I think it's important that we stop there. So again, it's Canva, C-A-N-V-A. Canva is something that was created. It's been what, like 6 years ago now. That was created, and it was really designed and created by artists and people who wanted to make a program for those who are not so artistically inclined to be able to make things easy and be able to produce them in mass quantities, right? So this program was created really as, I call it like the Photoshop for dummies, the Adobe, for dummies, because it's if you know how to navigate the site, it is very simple and easy to make pieces that look like you are a marketing web designer that has taken hours, days, or whatever to create. Even best part about Canva is that you don't necessarily have to consider yourself a creative person, because most of those things are plug and play and done for you, right? So, of course, in the real estate industry, we use a lot of marketing pieces. So, for example, many of you guys saw that Biopoly thing that I had made and edited in Canva based on something that was created, for us, and just shared the link to that template. It just allows you to be able to replicate. If you guys have teams, this is a great program to be able to leverage that as well. You can work on stuff collaboratively. In fact, see each other editing things in real time, which if Sophia's paying attention right now, we might test out that theory in a little bit, but she doesn't know, but she'll do it. And it's amazing. So let's talk about the price to Canva, okay? Canva itself as a basic program is free for you to use, right? But what is such an amazing, awesome, life-changing program has paid features, right? As most of other things do. Now, first of all, I'm not sponsored by Canva. Okay, so I'm giving you that disclaimer. I make no money. I don't own Canva stock. I'm not getting a portion of every sale. But what I will tell you is that every dollar that you spend on Canva Pro is going to be worth it. Okay. Now, why is that? Because again, many features are unlocked once you have actually signed up for the Pro account, including thousands and thousands of designs and images and things like background removers, which we're going to go over today, video background removers, beta apps, and things like QR codes that you can create automatically in Canva. It's awesome. So Canva's pricing, I believe it's $12.99, I think, a month right now. Again, I've been a paid subscriber for like 6 years now. I have never, ever, ever questioned this expense because I usually hours a day on Canva for you guys in the office. Good question.
So when we use anything off Canva, there isn't any type of disclaimer that you have to provide with that marketing to use it?
No. That's what's awesome about it, is that any of the designs or templates that are created to you, you get the registered copyright for as a Canva user, either as a free user or as a paid user, right? And so you have all rights to be able to do marketed pieces, which I think one of the most underutilized pieces of Canva is actually their print materials. Have you guys ever been in my office?
Yes.
The breath? Okay, I had to see if you guys are paying attention to listening. You know how I have those 2 posters on my wall that are quotes from my favorite show, which is The Office? Yeah, I made those in Canva in seconds, printed them, and you can get 2 posters printed. Actually, 3, I think, is what I had printed, and mailed to you. I think it was less than a week. Wonderful full-size quality, and it was under $10.
Wow.
So think about, and we're going to go over a set. They even just had I was talking about the team meeting today. They had their version of, it's called Canva Create, but it's their, big Canva symposium or whatever, and they just released thousands of other products that you can actually order and get print mock-ups as well. So think about designing things for your businesses, using your logos, open houses, like I said, those full-size flyers, so some great quality. I'll even take them out of the frame too. I just swear by them, and I think not a lot of people utilize them, which is good. So yeah, so obviously I am using the Pro account. You can see here on my computer, it's going to say up here, Pro. Now, you can have a personal, a business account. It doesn't really matter. It's up to you about whatever you use it for. But like I said, I have the Pro account. I only have one user, and I do share my user login. That's my little Canva hack, because you will need separate logins for every user if you tell them, oh, there's 3 people on my team. Why don't you guys all just share the same login? You know, not to get around a cost or anything like that, but just have it be something that you don't mind sharing with your team. If you have a VA that's helping you create images, things like that, share that with them as well.
Same price.
Yeah, as long as you just have one account, it's the same price. But like I said, if you set up separate accounts, you can see here plans and pricing. And again, disclaimer, I do not own any stock or anything like that. But you can see in here Pro and then Teams. Obviously, Teams is more expensive. You've got awesome features on there, like a whiteboard you can do together, which basically creates like a project. You can have stuff there people can make little notes on. But like I said, we here at the offices and with the accounts that we have, we just all share now, same login. It's fine. Yeah, Drake.
Yeah, somehow looks like mine says Teams. It looks like it was 123.
Yeah.
2119.
Yeah. So see how mine says Pro and then just has the one little person right there. So you might be able to downgrade your account. You might not need a team. Does that make sense?
One account, it's just it's 119.
Where do you see him?
So do you see up here in this corner, up in the left-hand corner? Here, let's look at actual pricing right now. Here we go.
You don't pay.
I do pay.
I pay. Oh, you got the same as me.
So first of all, you have the Pro, where's the, there we go. Okay, yeah, so it's yearly or monthly, so it's $119, so basically $120 for the year, which is what, $10 a month, right? Or it's $12.99. I told you, I think I paid monthly, even though I should just pay for a year now by this point. But yeah, except it's saving me $1 a month, but a couple bucks a month. Great. So again, I would suggest, Drake, that you, unless you need people to, I would almost downgrade it if you could, but yeah, I think it might only be a couple extra bucks, but still.
Well, what have you got?
The team one.
It says
Oh.
4.
Oh, so see, Richard's paying for 4 accounts right now. There you go.
Where do you see that?
So again, see, you're here in the dashboard. If you're curious about what type of account you have, see here on the dashboard in the top left corner. It'll say whether you have a pro or a personal account. Now, Canva, if you don't have an account set up and this is your first time that you want to try it, they do give you free trials of all the accounts. So you could try the pro accounts, etc. But again, I'm a huge proponent. Yes, you can use the free one, but let me tell you, it is a drop in the bucket compared to what you get for $10 a month, right? It's really, really awesome. Questions about that? You guys all know what kind of accounts you have? Have you got an account? Set it up? What?
If he still has the
I-
pro thing, I'm sorry.
No, so you got, it says I've got a personal account, but I'm paying 119.
Yeah, so
That's the same.
personal and pro is a little bit different, I think. So let me double check here.
It says free. Maybe that's fine.
So how did you pay $119 then?
Because he's
Actually, I'm just renewed. I just got an email today saying it's your anniversary, you're renewing. Like,
Yeah, maybe that's what it was or something. Yeah, but double check. It should say pro account if you're paying. Personal account would be the free version.
that's the same.
Yeah, but just check it again. Cool. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me pull up my notes about everything I wanted to share today. Okay, great. So here's your basic home screen with Canva, right? This is what it's going to look like. On Canva, you can create multiple, let me go minimize that. There, cool. You can create all sorts of images with the pro account. Again, I'm focusing on the pro account today, not the free account. You can resize any image or any canvas that you're using to create your, or any template you have to create your piece. You can resize it to the exact size that you need. Okay. That's one of the best features about Canva that I think not everyone utilizes. So anyways, here it's going to give you your basic sizes of different things you can create. Presentation, that's going to be your PowerPoint stuff that I make the team meeting slides on here, right? So presentation is an option. I'm going to show you great feature. A4 document, that's an A4, you know, you guys know Avery sizes, right? That's like a regular print size. Facebook posts, so you want to make sure whatever you're doing, Facebook, Instagram, etc., it's going to be a certain size, right? So you either get a square or you get kind of a rectangular shape, but you can just scroll through here the different templates. Okay, you can also video message, etc. Okay, so that's going to pull that stuff up. So you can choose any of those things, or you can come up here to the right hand corner and hit create design. And with the pro account, it's going to let you create a custom size. So if you're like, great, I'm doing postcards and I want to be able to print 2 on one piece of paper, that means I need to have it 4 1/4 inches and 4 1/4 inches, and this, you know, whatever, however many wide to fit on 2 pieces of paper. You come over here and you hit custom size, and then you can put your dimensions in here as well. Now, PX, that is going to be a web format. So that's not going to be inches. So if you see anything that you're doing online, for example, your websites, for example, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, you're trying to upload something maybe to a photo printing service or a marketing printing service, they're going to give you specific PX dimensions. Okay, it'll be something like 10,080 times 21,000 and something, right? That's going to be PX. Remember, PX is digital web based, right? Now, most often in real estate, we're going to use inches. And all you have to do is come over here and click this little down arrow and convert it into inches, millimeters, centimeters, etc. Richard?
Well, you don't have to do PX, obviously, if you're going, does it give you better quality if you do PX when you're going on Facebook or anything like that?
Yes. It's more about the size and the quality of the pixels in the image. Does that make sense? Use inches when you're doing print marketing for sure, right? Use inches. So that way you can make sure it's the right size. PX might not be enough of a quality. The PX is more about the pixels per size of what it's requiring. So like, have you guys ever uploaded a photo to say a Costco or something like that? And it says, this is the wrong size image, use blot to blot, right? Those are in PX is what that stands for. It's not images.
That's where it says the image may be too small.
The image may be too small, the image may be too large,
Gotcha.
right? Canva allows you to make it the exact size it needs to be for uploading.
Oh.
Yep. So always go down if you're ever doing any of those photo buckets or cost, like I said, ordering any of those things, always look at, because they usually have the PX dimensions on there. So then you can put those in there and make it the exact size. It may look like a 3 by 4 inch image, but in reality, it's not formatted for online for the pixels per inch.
So here under the custom sizes, each time you do something, does it have a default or falls back to each time and you have to do this?
So the default is you choosing any one of these templates, right?
Oh,
So there will be custom sizes already. So you see down here at the bottom, for example, like this card right here. Let's say I want to make a card and I want to use a card template that's already made and created, and I want to use the size that most cards are, right? I scroll over here, this little card, and that's a square card template. Do you see the little numbers down there? It says 5 by 5 inches. Okay, so when I click on this, it's going to bring up a template that is automatically 5 by 5 inches. Does that make sense?
yes.
And then the PX one, so look at this here. Okay, look at like the Instagram ones. Okay, so you see Instagram stories. Do you see how it's got PX? It's 180 times a 1920 PX. That means it's optimized for digital creation and content and maximize compressed file for being able to share. Okay, good question. Cool. So again, before we even start anything, we want to make sure we're choosing the right size to make things easy. These are kind of my hot buttons up here that I use a lot, presentations, etc. And we'll go through all the awesome Canva Create stuff down here at the bottom. Your most recent designs that you've had edited, someone shared with you, things like that, should be down at the bottom when you scroll through. You can rearrange or change the way that it looks. visually, so that way you can see your pieces and things like that you've done, and you just kind of scroll through here as well. Okay, so that's all here on your screen as well. You can also go into templates. So if you're like, I'm not even sure what I want to create, and I want to just be inspired by something and look at something, right? So since we are in the Thanksgiving and we're going into the holiday season, let's come in here and you can look and see up at the top of this here. They already have some hot things that people are searching for, right? Christmas, Thanksgiving, etc. So I'm going to click on this little Thanksgiving button, and this is going to pull up all of the Thanksgiving templates that Canva has access to. So it's going to include cards, it's going to include stories, it's going to include presentations, it's going to include everything, right? So you can scroll through here and look at how pretty this is. I don't know about you guys, I'm pretty creative, but some of this stuff I couldn't come up with for sure, right? Like maybe with lots of training and a lot more hours, but I think they're really nice. So look, there's a Facebook post right here, right, that you just click on. And to use and to customize the template, all you just click on it. If you want to, another little tip, hit the star button if it's something that you use a lot. So see how I scrolled over here, hit the star, it's going to save it in your favorites. So it's easy, you can come back to it if you're not editing to it. If you're like, oh, I don't want to do that now.
Star?
So do you see how I hover over like a template right here?
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of pops up, you hit the stars. Once you edit something and you open it up, Canva's gonna notice it as your recent designs. But if you don't want to open it up now and you're like, hey, maybe I might want to use some of these one day, then just hit the little star and it's gonna save it over there. You can over here select all the categories. So if you're like, okay, well, I'm looking for Thanksgiving, but I'm specifically looking for something that's going to be because I want to make a card or an invitation, right? I want to make an invitation to come to my Thanksgiving dinner or my Friendsgiving. You can slide over here, click on any of these links, and it's going to show you templates that are specifically towards that size, printing, etc. Look, you can do square ones, you can do portrait ones, and you can do landscapes.
So those options are only in the Pro.
Yeah,
It's a
see,
free.
yeah.
I don't have those.
And that's what I'm saying. It's so worth it. $10 a month. It's like, it just, I guess I never, ever questioned this expense, and I question a lot of stuff.
Just for the time saving alone.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yes. Great. So let's come over here and let's just start actually getting in Canva and making an invitation, right? So I like this one. It's super pretty. I like all the little things. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it here. And it's going to pull up this template, and you're going to want to customize this template so you can publish it and share it anywhere, etc. Any of the limiting things. And do you see this little pro little crown up here at the top? That means that it's a template that is only editable in the Pro. Okay. So I'm going to click customize this template. Great. So in here, it's now pulled up our template. It's the automatic size, right, of what exactly we're looking for, which is cool. And if you guys are using a free account, or if you have a free account right now, just click on any template. We're just going to walk through. Okay, cool. We're just going to walk through this stuff together. Great. So all of this stuff can be editable. Do you see how I just even hover over with my cursor? And that means that these things are editable and movable. Okay. So I want to customize this because this says Thanksgiving night, join us for, dinner and a drinks or whatever in our sweet home. And it says Anywhere Street, USA. Well, I don't live on Anywhere Street, USA. So I want to put in my actual address in there, right? All I do is simply hover over, just like any other program, Word, anything else, click, and it's going to allow you to be able to edit that text box. Okay, so I'm going to delete. I'm going to put in Rogers Street, Long Beach, CA. Okay.
In the free, if you delete it, you don't get it in your text box. It's the one.
Oh, sometimes I'll make sure you're double clicking on the text, because if you single click on the box and you hit delete, it'll delete the whole box.
Oh, that's
Does that make sense? So maybe, yeah, but that's the best part. There's an undo button, right? The undo button. So if I'm like, oops, I accidentally undid everything,
okay.
do the undo button. Try that too, Cindy.
Yep, that did it.
Up there,
What?
oh, like the regular word, the undo, is it on the address box?
The undo button right here. This little
Oh,
right here, right? So again, another cool feature about the Pro. So has anyone ever been like, oh, great, I'm gonna make it this size. And then I go, oh, shoot, you know, the paper I got, I'm gonna have to print them landscape. Have you guys ever done that? Done something, print something out, needs to be landscape or whatever. Another fun feature of the Pro account, again, is the resize tool inside the actual template. Okay, so you can come up here to the left-hand corner, hit resize, and it's going to resize this design for you. Okay, based on your same thing that we went over before. You can hit width, you can do whatever. You can copy and resize this, right? So it creates a new copy, keeps your original copy all intact. But if you want to make a second one that goes sideways or whatever, again, if you want to make a digital format one that you're like, hey, I want it, you know, it needs to be printed or whatever. So do you do that as well? Or you can just actually resize the canvas that you're working on. Okay.
So you go into that box and edit it.
Yep, you go in that box and edit here. Again, that's just a Pro feature. Cool. So
Quick question, sorry.
of course.
Can you, because I'm looking at that and I just went ahead and I resized it to 7x5, so it does that.
Yep.
But I can see that it's gonna take a little bit of editing on my part to
Yeah,
move things aside.
it will.
Can you pick, can you pick the landscape orientation prior? That way it only shows you
Of course.
those?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's the same thing in that those templates as you're looking at right there at the top when we searched Thanksgiving. It said like landscape, portrait, square.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah, up at the top that you can just choose. Great. So let's say I'm editing this thing and I'm like, you know what? These pumpkins are really not my cup of tea. I just do not like the style of what these pumpkins look like in this thing. I want something that's a bit more realistic or maybe something more cartoony. Great. So you can select the image here and move it around, right? If you want to know a different part of your template, or what we're going to do is simply just delete it. Okay. So I clicked it and I hit delete. Okay. So I want to find a different type of pumpkin since I don't like these pumpkins. I'm going to come over here to the left and use some of the tools that we have over here on the left. So elements, those are going to be shapes, graphics, squares, small things, little video GIFs that you can put in there, arrows, stuff like that, simple things, not photos. Okay. Think about them like clip art in Word. You guys remember clip art in Word? Yep, cool. Think about it like clip art in Word. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit elements. Okay. And I'm going to type pumpkin. Okay. Now, pumpkin's going to pull up every little pumpkin you could possibly imagine. Look at all of our cute little things. Again, on the Pro account, you have access to literally thousands and thousands of images. Obviously, the more specific you can be, the better, right? So if you're looking for pumpkin outline, for example, it'll show me just outline pumpkins, etc. White pumpkin, whatever it is, you know, if you're like really particular about your pumpkin. I like this white one. Look at how pretty that one is. Cool. So all you have to do to add the image to your template is simply click it and it's going to pop up right in the middle. Okay, great. So now obviously we don't want this pumpkin giant in the middle and kind of in the way. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller and all I do is I click and grab any of those little corners. You see how those corners to resize? I'm going to click it, add it, make it a bit smaller, and I'm going to drag it down to the bottom. Look at how nice this looks. Cool. So remember in this template when there was 2 pumpkins down at the bottom. Okay. The best and easiest thing that you can do is duplicate the pumpkin if I want a second one, right? And you can do that in 2 ways. One, you click on the image and do you see this little duplicate button right there on the left? You click that, it's going to automatically duplicate, same size, same image, etc. Or any of you Mac users, you know, people who've been around the block a while, I hit Mac as Command C and then Command V, which then duplicates the process. If you guys are a non-Mac, Deborah, what is it? Control Option? Control C and Control V.
Control V.
Yep, Control C and Control V.
So on mine, it comes up on the image that took over from the elements, has the remove watermark.
Yes, because it's not a Pro account. So they have watermarks everywhere, right? Sorry, let me refresh my page. The internet just got a little funky there for a second. Okay, cool. So it did that. It didn't save our pumpkins. Luckily, we still have those were recently used. So again, I come down here and resize the pumpkin, put it there. I hit Command C, Command V, Command C if you're on Mac, Command or Control C if you're on a PC. Control C, Control V, copy, paste. Okay. Cool. So anyways, that's it. You can reorder things that are in front and behind. So you can tell kind of here, let me zoom in so you guys can tell a little bit better. You can tell that these images are layered. So down here at the bottom, can you see how this pumpkin is in front of the other pumpkin, right? You can arrange the position of any of the images and things like that on your design by coming up here and clicking position button, okay? And that's going to send things backward or forward based on where you want them on the alignment of the page or in relationship to the image itself. Okay.
Can you repeat what you just said?
There you go. That you position up here. I know, Cindy, that's why I'm saying the pro account. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Up here you hit position and it can either go backwards or forwards based on the image and relationship it is to the page. So see how this one pumpkin's, the one on the right is forward now, the one on the left is forward. Yeah.
Oh, I think
Okay.
so.
Great. So let's say I want to brand this because I want to put my picture on here, right? I want to have a nice big image because we're realtors and we love putting our picture on everything, right? Am I right? Okay, great. So over here on this tab on the left, any images that you want to upload and add, custom images, things like your open house signs, your own headshot and things like that, you come over here and you get uploads, right? This is how you add media into Canva. So you hit upload, and then I want to do upload files, and then you're going to upload it from your computer. Now, because I've already uploaded my headshot before, I can come up here and I can search Halley, and it's going to pull up my headshot. Okay, which is cool. Most people don't know that you can actually search for them. Well, it actually organizes it for you. Yeah, as long as you have the image, the name of the whatever you would search for in the actual image name, it'll pop up. Great. So see this lovely headshot of me. Great. Do you see the background is there and that gorgeous like greenery? That was actually in LA when we took those. I don't want that there, right? Because most people use things that yeah, so I can't even remember it. Anyways, so I uploaded this and I want to have it like down here in the corner or something. Let's put it down here in the corner to like offset the thing. Great. So the first thing I want to do, because of the design, I don't want to be facing away from the design. I want to be facing into the design, right? So it looks like I'm looking at the pumpkins on the inside. So I come up here and I hit the flip button. Look at this, real simple. I'm going to flip horizontal. Boom. That way I'm looking into the image. There you go. Right? Great.
Basic can do that.
Yes, good. Okay. Even better. Again, I don't want this green background, right? I just want my actual image on there. I just want my body. I don't want any of that green background because I don't think it goes with it, right? So I clicked on this image and I want to come up here and hit the edit image button. And here's where we get into the pro step again. Okay, so once I hit the edit image button, I'm going to hit the background remover button.
Oh.
Watch this. I just hit a button.
So you don't have that.
No.
Awesome.
You see it here. Some images it takes longer than others.
Wow.
Look at how good that is.
You don't want.
And here's the thing. None of you guys have like light blonde hair. I guess Drake's is pretty light. But when you go to do background images and things, to do background remover, there's always a weird thing for blonde hair or light. You know, there's always a weird. Canva doesn't do it. It's great. Okay. So maybe this picture is a little bit big, so I want to like minimize it a little bit so that way I don't. There we go. So that way it's not like that. Boom! I've added the image now to my Canva. It literally took seconds to hit background remover. Okay.
That was my number one struggle.
Yes.
I actually, probably 2 months ago, sent a file to Fiverr because I didn't know about this to have them do it.
Even cooler, think about this. If you need it for images, you need it for something else, just open up a blank canvas, put your photo on there, do the background remover, and watch this. So let's do this now, right? So let's say I want to do that. I'm gonna hit add a page down here at the bottom just to for us to be able to mess around with, okay? We're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add an image. I'm gonna do the background remover. Great. And I'm gonna make it nice and big, because I want it to be as big as it can be on this thing that I'm gonna download. And I'm gonna do this. And then I come up here and I hit download. And I only want to download the second page because I'm not done with the first page, right? And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to download a transparent background on my headshot. Okay. I come up here, PNG, you always want to download if you're doing social media images, things like that, right? PNG, suggested, best for complex images, right? So I'm going to hit PNG and I'm going to hit this little button that says transparent background. Okay. And I'm going to download only page 2. Okay. Now I'm going to hit done. Download.
So does download go into your files on the?
Look at this. Oh, wait, didn't pop up in the screen. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed a step.
I'm sorry.
So look what I just made. An image of me with a completely transparent background that can be used for any signs, marketing, etc. Look, there's no background to this. It's totally transparent.
Can you go with the step one?
Yes. Okay, so again, I just took a random page, random size or whatever,
I got
added my photo, removed the background. I want to download, since this is still on my same canvas, normally you do it in a separate canvas, right? Oops, stop it, Debbie. And I did on the same canvas, and just for the sake of showing you guys what's going on, I created a second one down at the bottom. I hit share. This is how I download things. Okay, I hit share. I hit download. Okay. Then I'm using PNG because I want a transparent background that I can add to social media. Again, PNG, it's going to tell you too. That's the best part about Canva. Look, it describes and tells you every version. So that way you're like, oh, why is my photo not coming out clear when I print it? Why is my photo coming out blurry when I share it to Facebook? It's going to share all of those things right here. PNG, best for complex images, illustrations, right? JPEGs are smaller, they're compressed, so they're good for sharing. If you're sharing lots of files back and forth and it's not about quality. PDF standard, always, if you're printing anything, always do PDF print. Always do PDF print, not just regular PDF. PDF print is going to have more pixels per page as well. You can download as a video, etc. But I chose PNG because again, I'm creating a background image that I want to be able to put it on there. See how I put it in PX because it's PNG. Then I'm going to hit this button that says transparent background. So what that's going to do is again, download what I see here with everything being transparent away from my photo. Okay. Right now I have 2 pages on my canvas and I only want the first page. So I hit select pages. You can see both pages here, kind of do a bit of a preview. I want to unclick page 1 because I don't want to download page 1. I just want one page, one image. And then I hit done. And then I hit download. And it downloads, and then you guys can't see it, but it opened up a separate window. Should download right to your computer. Okay. Great, so I'm gonna move on because I got awesome stuff I want to share with you guys. So going back to our, going back up to our little Thanksgiving night thing, right? So let's say I'm clicking on this, and let me zoom in just a little bit more so that way you guys can see better. Right. So I'm looking at this and I'm super particular, and I'm like, you know what? I really do not like this font in here. I don't know what it is. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it's loopy. I want to have something that's more me, maybe even more custom than me. So I don't even want one of the hundreds of fonts that are here on Canva. Okay. So in order to change the font, you're going to see all the font size effects, etc. up here at the top. You can search things like calligraphy, right? And it's going to pull up all the fonts that are already preloaded in Canva for calligraphy, etc., which is cool. You can type in corporate, right? If you want something that's more business-like, you need stuff that's more businessy, you type in corporate. You can search all sorts of stuff. Again, same thing. Some fonts are free, some fonts are not. But you can go up there and you can select basically anything. Yeah,
It's in text.
so up here at the top, when you click a text thing, right? So let's
Oh.
click something on there, click a text. See how it says a font up at the top? Click that little arrow.
He's got,
It has
everybody's
brief
starting
me now.
on it some words.
It's already.
Click on it.
Is that what it says brief me?
Yeah, that's the style of font. They have some pretty creative names on here. Does Richard need help?
Yeah, he's on a different.
Is he in Canva?
Yeah.
That's. Just go back to.
You guys are so funny.
Try to change the font.
Mine's not coming in.
Here, let me see.
Yeah, but you, click in there, click in there, go between the.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, that's because that's an image. That Thanksgiving is not a font, it's an image.
Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
See that there?
I knew that, I just.
There you
thought
go.
did it before.
Good, thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
exactly what I needed.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, again, you guys click that little link there. And you can change, there's so many fonts that are available, really cool, but I'm really picky and I like to have something that almost nobody has, right? Do you guys like that kind of stuff? Where you like, I have my brand thing and we use this font and great. And brand consistency is really important when you're doing marketing. So I'm going to show you how to upload your own font.
Oh, cool.
You can find them on the internet, okay? Great, so this is one of the websites that I use. Now I'm gonna say this with a caveat to say, make sure you are watching what you're downloading and that they're from reputable sites, okay? It's really easy to find font sites that can be really sketchy.
I don't know, go there.
Yeah, it's really easy to find them, it's really sketchy. I use this website, it's great, it's really easy, I've had good success with it. So far, my computer's not been
Is
hacked.
that DAF?
Dafont.com. DAFont.com. Okay. So let's say I want to have something handwritten font. That's what I'm looking for. I want it to look handwritten like I'm writing it, or I want it to look like mine. Okay, so you can go under themes. I'm going to go over here and choose handwritten. Oh, whoops, I already did. Great. So as you're scrolling through here, you can see basically like a preview of what that font would look like.
That's really good.
Okay, you can see a preview of what that font would look like. I know, I like the little things. I know, those are fun. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of fun. Okay, let's do this one. Right, so anyways, on this particular website, I go over here to the right and I hit download. And it's gonna automatically download to my computer. So do you see here at the top, any font downloads is gonna be TTF or TTO.TTF.TTO, right? So you see it says Tahoe with an exclamation mark, .TTF, TTF or TTO, okay? Now it's downloaded to my computer and I'm like, where even is this thing? And how do I even get it on Canva? So simple. So I've downloaded it to my computer. It just automatically saves to the downloads when I download something from the web page. I go back into my Canva. Okay. So remember how we came up here, clicked something, and we clicked and opened up all the different fonts that we have here on the side. Oops, not in the search. Do you see this little button down here that says upload a font? Okay, click this button.
Wait, that was in your, on your computer or in Canva?
This is in back in Canva.
Okay.
I've clicked on, again, I'm like, hey, I want to change this font here because I don't like it, the Brittany font. I go up here to same thing, like I would change it, scroll through, look through.
Oh, okay.
Down at the bottom, there's a button that says upload a font. Okay, now it's gonna pull up your browser search. You guys can't see this, but it's my little desktop thing where it pulls up in my, where all my files are and stuff. Great. So right now I'm clicking downloads because it was in my download, I think. Recents.
That's really handy if you want to do, I don't know, letters and use handwritten font. That's really handy.
Yes, yes. In fact, there are lots of people too. Why is this
It's
not?
not coming
Because
up
it's
on
covered.
mine.
Did you download it?
So
Yeah.
Mine came up
But
as
it's a
a
zip
zip file,
folder,
so do I
yeah.
have to,
It's a
do I have
zip
to
folder.
open it up first?
You don't open anything up, go to Canva.
Okay,
Don't open anything up, just have it downloaded to your computer.
okay.
Here, let me share this so you guys can see this a bit better. Hang on. Let me share this little, here we go. Okay, so this is one that I downloaded from yesterday. I just clicked it because I saw it faster, okay? And it came up to me as, look at this, as a whole like file, right? Because there's a bunch of different extra things that come with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I hit download, it comes up with all these things. So remember, what are the two things that I shared that we would down? TTF or OTF? I'm sorry, OTF, sorry, OTF, okay? So I'm gonna choose TTF, which is gonna show our custom italic TTF, right? You're gonna see a little example of it right there, okay, over the side. And I'm gonna hit this button that says choose for upload. Now, if you're on a Mac, if you're on a Windows, it might look a little bit different, but it's still the same process. I'm gonna hit choose upload. Oops, hang on, it stopped sharing. And then it's gonna pull up this little thing. It says basically, Canva, I own blah, 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 or have the right to use it for my intended purposes. So one of the reasons I like using the websites and things like that, to make sure that they're already certified and you have rights to use it, is because then you're not gonna have any problems. I mean, who's gonna turn you in for using a weird font, but great. I'm gonna hit up, yes, upload it anyway. Okay. And it's gonna upload files. Cool. So now my font is forever in Canva that I downloaded. I won't ever have to re-download it or reshare it. And it's really simple to be able to play it. So do you see how I'm scrolling down through here? Do you see the section says uploaded fonts? Right? These are all the fonts that I've uploaded so far. So now I've got that nice pretty one that I just uploaded. We did a Harry Potter thing the other day. So I downloaded a Harry Potter font, right? You can have
So a Harry Potter font.
look at it. Yeah, look at this. There's actually a couple. This
You
one's
wanna use
called
that
Harry Potter or Party Potter Regular. is what it's called. It's like, because I'm sure Harry Potter is, you know. But anyway, so you can see that's kind of more Harry Potter style. Then this one, Drake is Parcel Tongue. One, there you go. Yeah, see, that's cool. This one was one of my favorites that I downloaded the other day. Oops, hang on, let me
How fun is that?
That's a good one.
look at these ones. Hang on, do you see what it's doing? Oh, no, it changed it. Go back. Why does it keep changing it? It's auto correcting here. There we go. Yeah, a little text box. Let's do it from the beginning. No, we'll go through it. I'll help you real quick. It should still do it even if it's zipped. Because it should just be, there we go. See, look at this, you guys. Look how cute this is. This one I found.
There's some type of design in there, right?
This Christmas one, yeah. Can you see it?
Oh, Christmas tree in the egg?
Look at this. Hang on, let me make it bigger. Look at each
Oh,
letter.
wow.
It's totally different. Isn't that fun? I found that one the other day.
So what's that called?
Each one's totally different. This one's Welcome Christmas Regular. It was on that the font site. So I clicked Christmas. But look at how cute it is. Look at even the little E on there is like so cute. It's
That's a good way to get into
Welcome
look at your
Christmas.
stuff.
yes,
right?
look at this. Look at the little E's got a little house and a little so cute. I know. Oh my god, that's adorable. First word sticker.
Oh,
Yeah.
you got this?
Could you make this cute? Yeah.
What's
it's all-
the next one?
yeah.
Use this the size back.
Yeah, same thing. So you can either go back, right, to reduce the size again, or you can resize it here by the same thing, just drag and do it. Okay.
Wow, that's super cute.
So now you guys know how to upload a font. Yeah.
Okay, so and so it's massive, we do upload twice. So we go to the front side and then we pick upload
Mhm.
and then they will show up.
It's fine.
Yep. Then they're gonna show up on your computer.
A bunch of one.
Yep. Whatever you downloaded.
Right, and then you click on one and then you click upload again.
Yeah, super easy. Yeah, so you can upload multiples at a time.
No, I mean,
So here's what's cool too. Let's say, great, I love this font so much. I don't want any of the old font on the thing. Instead of clicking each box and changing the font to everything, Canva is very intuitive. So do you see down here at the bottom, on the bottom left, where it says change all?
Mm,
Do you see this?
Yeah, well,
right.
You see how I changed it? Are you guys looking? Do you see this?
Change,
So do you see how it recognized that it's like, oh, she doesn't like that font? Okay, so if you want to get rid of it, all you do is hit change all.
Oh, I don't see. change.
So that's all Christmas, that's all, so you
I
don't use that
love
for,
wow,
Yeah, but the
Wow.
point is if you're like, oh, I like this template,
yeah.
I just don't like this font on this template, you can change one thing and Canva should recognize and give you the opportunity. Did you see that little button went away now already? To just click change all and it'll change it all. Nice and intuitive.
That's not.
How did you bring up the change all?
So I didn't bring it up. It automatic, again, it's intuitive. So it's saying, great, Halley is, do you see how I took one thing, I changed the font? And you see how that thing down there at the bottom popped up, change all?
So you clicked it on the, okay,
So click on a text on your thing and change it to a random font. Click on any text on your image, on your template, and click it, any text.
Yeah.
Change it. Change one.
okay,
And then down at the bottom, once
Got
you've
it.
changed it once, it'll recognize and go, hey, do you want to change it all? It's really nice and easy. Canva also does that with colors on your templates as well, right? So if you're like, hey, I want to make sure that everything's all the same color, right? You can come over here, you click the text color up here at the top, it's going to pop up plenty of colors. The other thing I love about Canva too is it's going to propose color or template palettes so you can have things all cohesive. So look, it's picking up colors that are in the image already, so that are going to be complementary.
Where did you go to, what box are you in now?
Yeah, so up here at the
Okay,
top,
color.
text color.
Okay.
Text color. And again, it's going to do all sorts of things. You can create your own brand kit, which I'm going to save. We're going to do like part 10 of this Canva class because, you know, I'm showing you guys like a tiny bit now and I've got dozens
It's
more
so
things.
much.
Isn't it so fun? So we'll just keep
Yeah.
doing this over and over again. But you can actually upload your own brand kit. So for example, if again, you're like, this is my font I use for everything, you can upload it and it'll save to your brand kit. These are my colors that I use every time in anything. You can save it to your brand kit. And it's always going to come up here on this little size. So it's easy. That way, again, your marketing's nice and cohesive. So let's say I want to change this color to this purple. Same thing. Do you see down at the bottom how it said change all? So Canva's template's going to recognize anything that was once orange, you can change into purple now by going down here and hitting change all.
does that work only on text or does it work with, like if you're working in an abstract thing, which I do, will it change all the colors?
Does it
in the
change your
abstract
pumpkins or
art?
leaves?
I think anything that the color can be changed, it will change the colors, right? Like you can't change the color of a basic image. So like this pumpkin, we couldn't go change the color of the pumpkin without doing like a filter or something. But if you did like a pumpkin, some of the images will be customizable, like maybe this one. Yep, see how this one is? Look at this straight. I put this pumpkin here. Do you see how it's 4 colors?
Yeah.
Right? So I can change the color of this pumpkin to purple.
Wow.
Right? And it's going to change all the different colors on the pumpkin. And it would be the same thing, the change all. Okay.
And to change the color of the background, everything.
Yeah, the color of the background is different. So the background itself, I've just highlighted over and clicked it. It's a nice little image right now because you can see it's kind of a texture, right? It's not like a solid color, it's a texture. So it's an image. If I'm like, great, I don't want that there anymore. I click on it and what do? Hit delete. Actually, this was 2 images. One was a texture and one was it was cool. It was like an overlay. I didn't even know that. So right now the basic background color is cream. Same thing. You can go on here, click things, and it's going to change the color of them. Really easy once that's selected. Yeah, that changes the background color. Cool. Okay, let me figure out at least one more thing that I'm going to show you, and then, like I said, we're going to do part 2 because there's just so much I'm going to I'm gonna blow your guys' mind. It's gonna be great.
Mhm.
Cool. So maybe let's real quick, remember we talked about printing services, right? Canva actually has really good printing services. They're very affordable and they have a money back guarantee. Basically, if you don't like the product, it's not printed correctly, they just refund you, no questions asked, and they send you a new one.
Printing.
Canva for printing,
Oh.
okay? So I created this image and I'm like, great, I want to print these out. I want to print a poster and I want to print a postcard or whatever. Same thing, you go up here to share. Okay,
Why do you press share? Why are you sharing that? Why do you have to press share?
share is the basic start to any download, social media, whatever. It's just the button that you do to either download, share, or print your product. That's the button. It just says share.
I
I
thought
don't
it
know.
meant share to social media.
Well, you can share to social media. You know, Canva has a social media planner. I mean, that's what I mean. We're just scratching the surface today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get you guys, so anyways, great. So I would actually print this, right? Look at down here, I go down and I click this button called print this design. And it's gonna show you multiple pieces that you can print and have created, and it will show you a mock-up, great? I can print stickers. I can print canvases, actual, nice canvases. I can do canvases, portrait, square, double-sided posters. Okay, I'm gonna hit resize design because maybe it's not quite the right size for the poster that it needs to be for printing. I clicked poster, I hit resize design, it resized for me, and look, up there you can see my little mock-up, right, which looks really nice.
That's pretty, actually.
Yeah, even though it kind of was because we got like Christmas font and other stuff, right? Right? Print design, you can do your front page, back page, etc. This one's 2 pages. This one's gonna be a small size poster, medium size poster. Look, a double size poster is only $14. And they're really nice quality. They're like really thick and heavy. And then yeah, it's high gloss paper. And again, happiness guarantee. All I do is hit continue. And then it says ready to print. It's gonna fix 2 issues. So it's gonna show you they do print full bleed, which you guys know that's that's hard and more rare. So it is going to show you the bleed marks up here, and it's going to automatically pull up if there's anything like over the edges, right? So you can fix it or not fix it. That way something's not cut off. And just as it, and then download the PDF and you hit checkout, boom, it's ordered, it's done, easy all from there.
So on this, when you resize design, it'll automatically orient the entire design to whatever you're doing.
Yes, it's a bit more friendly because they want to make the user experience nice and easy so you order stuff.
So you use it.
Yeah, right. But think about the possibilities. Holiday cards, so easy, customizable. Throw your picture on there. Throw all this stuff. Order them. You're gonna get them right to your door. It's gonna be really
Have you
easy.
done your Christmas cards there? Or are you gonna do? that?
Yes, I have done them in the past. I'm gonna have to do them again. Stop getting ahead of me this year. I'm not done yet. Your little house anniversary cards, congrats on closings. You can have your own custom stickers and branding, and the possibilities are just endless and they're easy to order.
Have you ever used send out cards?
No,
I was wondering how that compares to this.
send out cards.
Send
No,
out
I
cards.
use that. What's the one we use? The
I'm using touch. Note.
touch note. Yeah, I use touch note, but that's a custom postcard mainly. They
This
do
is
have
like
cards.
better, right?
Well, the point is I like it because you kind of like with touch note and things like that. I mean, it's not gonna mail them out for you, right? With touch note and some things like that, it's gonna, it's gonna mail them out to whoever
So
address.
yes, they send-
Yeah, this is like you ordering, again, prints, copies, things like that you get for marketing pieces, flyers.
Because I don't like it, sent Florida or sent from somewhere else.
And again, you can order custom cards that you design that are all about you, that have your logo on the back, maybe have your picture in it, a nice little message inside. You get them delivered, you handwrite them, and you mail them off, and they'd be super cool. Very custom.
So do they come with envelopes?
It depends on what you order. You can order with or without envelopes. And again, there's the new Canva thing. They now have shirts. They've now got mugs. They've got all sorts of stuff. So it's fun. It's actually fairly affordable and easy, right? Okay, cool. So I'm going to show you one more thing, and then I've got to go to my next meeting. So let me show you printing. Yep, go ahead.
Print, so that's to print also the share, right?
Yeah, share.
I need to email.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
not email.
Yep, email, share, example. So remember how today during the team meeting, I shared a link with you, like a template link, right?
Lovely.
You know, the
Yes.
template
Someone
link,
do
right?
that.
I did that with Canva. Same thing. I come up, I hit share. Okay, hit the share button. Do you see down here, there's a button that says template link? I click it and it's gonna give me a link to the template. So anyone that clicks on this is gonna open up that same page you guys saw, and it's gonna automatically create a copy. So your original thing will never be ruined, edited, whatever. It's gonna prompt them to create their own copy and they can customize it just for them. Right?
That's good.
So this is great for your teams if you guys are sharing stuff. Hey, I made this awesome flyer. Like it's today, I did the Biopoly thing and share that with you guys. It's easy and it doesn't cost anything if you can share
This
this.
is how you guys sit like this.
Yeah.
and
So,
stuff.
Yes.
The link you sent in the email for the Monopoly thing, we just take that link and put it here.
Click on the link.
Okay.
That's all you do. Open the link. Canva will prompt you. It'll say, you know, Halley Hardy's Biopoly template. Use this template, and you click use this template. And then it's gonna automatically open a new template for you just on your Canva. You're not editing the original template. You're not messing up the original, you know, anything. It's 100% for you.
So how do we copy yours then onto, how do we put our face on where your face is?
Yeah, so like I said, same thing like we're doing just now, right? You would delete my image, just
I
like
can
I
see
showed
that.
you, right? You delete each piece. I tried to create everything in layers, so you can do that. You can delete each piece and move stuff around, just like I showed you today on the templates. The same thing. The words like my name, you click on, same thing, text box, type it in, delete it, type in your own name. Yeah, type in your own name, add in your own logos if that's what you guys want to do. It should be.
Will that link be sent out again?
Huh? I put it on the Facebook group.
Oh, maybe
you
that's
did?
what I'm like, it's not in my.
No, look on the Facebook. I don't think we sent it via email yet.
Yeah,
I put it on the KW Shares,
I knew I saw it
the
somewhere.
Coastal Shares page. You guys can click on it and edit that. Okay, cool. I was gonna show you one more thing, and then I gotta go to my meeting.
Okay. An example, have you ever had another flyer from another source? Maybe like somebody sent to you or something like that, and you like to just oppose it to Canva. Have you ever had that situation?
Yeah, so it just depends on whether it's a template or it's a form or, you know.
Maybe maybe.
Yeah. It just depends on if it's created originally in Canva, then you can
Oh.
download and edit the same thing, right? If not, you just screenshot the image, put it on there, right? You could always put it on a flyer. Or one of the other things I want to share with you, obviously there's hundreds and thousands of templates on Canva. It's crazy. But if you wanted something really specific, and this is something I discovered pretty early on in my business. So a really good website to use is called Etsy. You guys have never been on it. If you like crafts or anything like that. Oh, Cindy, you're gonna go down a rabbit hole with Etsy.
Yeah, I just read it.
Have you been on Etsy?
Yeah.
Years ago.
You're the person, I tell you. I see you going down the rabbit hole on Etsy. I love this stuff. I love supporting small
Yes,
businesses,
yeah.
first of all. But anyways, Etsy has now evolved into so many more things. Look at this, watch, in Etsy.
Canva template? Okay.
What does that say? Canva
Canvas template real estate. Okay, so I just searched this, right? You can search Canva template, whatever. Okay. Now look at this. People sell packages that are already made and done that are specifically for real estate. And what you do is you buy them, you pay the money, and what are they going to do? They're going to give you a bunch of Canva template links,
Okay.
just like I shared with you today. So you're going to click on the links, download, etc. So like, look at this one, for example. This is the ultimate marketing bundle guide. There's 5,800 templates in here. Everything from look at this. Oh wait, that's a video.
It's $30.
Look at this. Just listed, just sold. Instagram, over 1,000 Instagram posts. You know, all those people that pay people to do their Instagram and VAs, this is all they're doing. This is all they're doing. Exactly. And you can customize them all. Look, market update templates. There's 4 versions, Facebook stories, Facebook posts, etc. Facebook covers that are all on here. You can look at and scroll through story covers, postcards. Look at this. checklist bundle, moving checklist. These are already created in here. So cool, right? This is $30.
So you can go in there and change, obviously, changing.
Just like
So
Canva.
once you buy that, it uploads to your Canva.
So let me share with you what happens when you buy them real quick, and then, yeah, like I said, 2
How do you
minutes
spell the Etsy?
later. ETSY.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yes, ETSY. Great.
Christmas shop.
So look at this. I've already purchased one before because I wanted to kind of test out this theory because I thought, oh, wow, this is awesome. One of my friends shared this with me. So once I pay for it, it's, $30, I hit download now. And what happens, oh, wait, you can't see this. Let me reshare because it's a new screen. What happens now is it's downloaded this gorgeous little PDF thing, right? And it says, welcome, thank you for choosing. This is how you download the templates. How do you edit my templates, right? And you scroll through, access your file templates. Great. So look at this. This is the Instagram bundle. So you can access the whole file, or you can just click on each individual thing and it's going to send you to that link, right? So let's say I want to do a seller buyer tip post. I scroll over here, I click on it. Oh, hang on, let me reshare so that way you can see the screen to see how it pulls up. Look at this. So I clicked on the link and what happened? Use this template, right? I hit use template. And what does it do?
Opens in
And then you
Canva.
just put up your stuff.
So cool, right? When you were using Publisher, I'm like, man, Canva is just
Yeah,
it's, I know it's overwhelming, but
It is overwhelming.
but look at it.
Oh, I know.
But like, look at this, Juliet. Great. I want my photo there. And now we know how to do it, right? I click on it. I delete the image. Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Where'd she go? Cool. I want to put my own in there. And guess what? My uploads, it saved my headshots and everything. So I do the same thing. I go in, I type in Halley, right? I drag and I drop the image.
Yeah.
Now it's mine. Okay.
What are all those people who are realtors?
Look at this, right? I come in here, I type in these words, I do this, I delete this, I type in my name, Halley Hardy, realtor, right? All it's missing is a DRE number to be compliant. And that's a post right there. Home seller tips. Done. Okay. That one bundle had 5,000 something images. Isn't that crazy? For $30.
They must So
No,
so you're not, it does.
you have some, I mean,
Might be a basic.
it's probably basic one. It's definitely not specific
Oh,
content.
Yeah.
You have to type
This is
stuff in
more-
there.
Yeah.
This is already not, home staging doesn't have to be over top, just a few touches to make your home, ready for my, try removing personal belongings, family photos, using some air fresheners around the house could just be the touch you need. Boom. You don't even have to think about the copy that was going on there. The Canva templates that are in Canva just are mainly the aesthetics, okay? When you buy things on Etsy, for example, that are already pre-made, it's gonna have the copy, most often the copy there prepared and ready for you. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And after you bought it,
It's yours.
it showed you exactly how to get it all onto Canva. I must have blinked.
Missed
when
that
you did
welcome email.
He was doing his,
Yep, I'm here in Etsy. I purchased it, right? I went in and hit my orders. Okay. Yes, I also ordered a bunch of wallpaper.
wallpaper.
Yeah, wallpaper's back. Hello.
Oh,
Yeah,
No, I know it is.
it's back. Anyways, so it is removable, but long story short. Up here at the top, like I said, this is in my orders. All I hit was hit download now, Drake. And then it opened up. Let me share that again. Once I hit download now, it opened up this PDF.
It's just gonna be busy when we get home.
Right? It's so fun. You guys are gonna have so much fun. I don't know why it's not doing it now. Hang on, let me.
I know.
What would you do between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m.?
And I'm not telling you guys that you need to do this. I'm just sharing like,
Yeah.
if you need the leverage, I don't know why it's not pulling it up.
This
there.
stuff's so fun as well. So-
Some people it's fun, some people it's tumultuous. And that's why you don't have to, that's why you really need to make sure that you don't take on too much more than you can. Do it if it's fun, do it if you want to,
Well,
you
I'm doing
know,
this
there we
because
go.
I'm already trying to do it, and this is gonna save me hours.
Hours and money, great. So remember how I said I clicked on download now, it pulled up this PDF. And this shop has really good reviews. Always look at the reviews if you're buying on Etsy, right? Always look at the reviews, especially the real estate ones. You get people that say, I love it, great. And they'll even show some of their finished product on there, you know, like people review on Amazon. And I'm just scrolling through her little PDF and look, she just says, click on the file, right? And here's all the lists of all the things. Look, we've got Instagram stuff, we've got Facebook stuff, we've got postcards, right? If I need some postcard templates, I can click on them. It's gonna open checklists, right? Look at this, click on the checklist bundle, oops, and
This is the fun
share
part.
screen. Well, I like it.
Or,
Not everyone thinks it's fun.
oh, that's true.
Well, so remember, I clicked on that button, right? Right, on that little PDF, I clicked on the button, this is what it opened. Okay, I hit use template.
And it defaults to open the Canva. Shit. Sorry.
Look at this, moving checklist. I didn't even have to create the copy. I didn't even have to create the copy. Sort cabinets, drawers, 2 months out, go through bathroom items, 2 months out, right? How cool is this? They have listing presentations on here. They have, again, lots of flyers and things. So yeah, so anyways, you guys, we'll make this one of 20 parts. Because I got some other really awesome things that I'll share with you guys that'll just blow your mind. But this is kind of a first little flavor, and remember, it's just being patient, using the resources that you have. I mean, I love this one right here. Which is cool. And what if I share that PDF with you guys? Do you want
Thank
that?
you so much, Haley.
You're welcome.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi. Oh my gosh, you just saved me hours of admin work. Oh my God, I love you. Kisses.
How do you explain it so well?
Okay.
Because she uses.
Yeah.
She preaches.
Yeah, maybe that's important.
Yeah.
So let me,
I use it too, like, use it pretty, that's good.
okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Richard, I'm gonna go